Irfan Razack now joins us, Chairman and Managing Director with Prestige. Let's connect with him to talk about how things are shaping up. I'm only getting good news from real estate builders, from Macrotech to DLF to Max Ventures to Prestige. Where is this sudden demand coming from? I mean, all of us thought that Mehngai, high interest rates, affordability, those factors would be at play.
Good morning, Nikunj. Yes, the good news has been happening in the last few years, I think at least 3 years now, post-COVID. And the whole demand is coming in because now the customer has got the confidence that they'll get the delivery, and because RERA is in place, and obviously there's a need to buy a house. So I think the business is happening quite good and pretty robust.
Out in numbers, Mr. Razack, because your FY23 pre-sales, they came in at an uptick of 25%. What's the growth in pre-sales that you're expecting for FY24 now? And you think a number of 15,000, 16,000 odd crore rupees is possible?
Yeah, I think it's not, we have to make it possible. The thing is, we also have certain amount of planning that we do. Like last year, when we completed 10,000 FY22, everybody said that nobody else has cleared 10,000. And then at that time only, we had given a 30%, 25 to 30% uptick on the previous year's margin. And we managed it. We said we'll do 12,000 and we achieved almost 13,000. That is just a bit short of 13. So I think, and more than that, you see, the collections have been good. The collections have also equally sort of kept pace, and the collections have been almost 10,000 this year. And I think going forward for FY24, I can safely say that we are looking at a number jump of at least 20% to 25% again.
Okay. You think the growth in FY24, Mr. Razack, would be largely volume-led, or there is scope of pricing improvement also? For FY23, for instance, the average realization was at about 8,800 per square feet for, apartments, villas. Commercial sales, you think will be at a similar level in FY24?
Actually, the component of sales in commercial, even in FY23, was very minuscule, just about 800 crores. And we really don't intend selling commercial. We would like to build and rent and maybe at some point monetize that. But in case there's a big opportunity from a large corporate, we can't say no. So that's where it adds up. But talking about pricing, I think the pricing is in the mid-segment. Whichever city you are in, mid-segment for that city, each city has a different mid-segment pricing. And if you are able to manage that, and if I'm able to get those numbers, yes, the premium and the luxury also is giving volumes. Today in Prestige, whichever city you go to, our luxury product is fully sold out. Now we are generating that product in every city, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore. Again, we are trying hard to see that we get the right product, to see that we don't have a gap in that space. But the volume game definitely comes from the mid-segment, and we will continue to build that mid-segment.
The premium and ultra-luxury segments as well have performed very well. At least, that's all the chatter that we're getting from Mumbai-based realty players. Tell us what's been your observation as well. And you think that's a trend that's likely to pan out for FY24 too?
I believe that the same trend will continue. But having said that, we should be very, very careful on our pricing. The market is extremely price sensitive, and we definitely have to make sure that we don't get carried away, don't give wrong deals to landowners, or buy land at some very high premium, hoping that we'll set at a high premium. We have to be conservative at the time of finalizing any deal. And we have to be conservative when we bring the product into the market. We have to endeavor, even in the luxury section, to try and give the best with the as low a price that is possible, which is obviously it is the land cost and construction cost and other overheads, etc. And we have to watch our costs. If we don't watch our costs, I don't think we'll be able to survive in the market.
Razack, what about the new projects and launches? What's been lined up in the next few months?
There are many projects across the country. We have projects in Bangalore. We've got a lot of projects that hoping that we'll get the approval. Maybe if those approvals have come, they would have hit the FY23 numbers. We've got two very large developments coming up for this quarter, hopefully, which is the Prestige Lavender Fields in Whitefield. Another is the Prestige Park Grove. Again, a very large development, again in Whitefield. Apart from that, Mumbai will see hopefully another big launch, which is the Prestige Ocean Towers in Marine Lines, and then followed by Prestige Nautilus, but probably not this quarter, but the quarter after that. And Hyderabad will see the largest project that we've done, which is the Prestige City Hyderabad, which will have villas as well as high-rise apartments. We are just waiting for the approvals. The lands are all tied up. And the moment those come in, this quarter we'll get revenues from these projects. Apart from Chennai, which is the Prestige Pallava Gardens, and Chennai, of course, the approvals, again, it's all locked in. It's all a matter of how much time it takes to get the approvals.
And what about your plans to look at newer segments, warehousing, micro markets? What's the expectation from this?
Warehousing, we've already done. We have lands which are tied up for warehousing. Warehousing will not give me any top line revenue. It's again a capex driven market. We have done one product in warehousing, and we hope and wish to continue that. It's work in progress. So there is scope in warehousing. We've done this in Bangalore and we'll continue it in Bangalore. Once it succeeds well and we stabilize there, maybe we'll take it across to several other cities which we are present in.
Your debt targets, given that your current net debt stands at about 4,200 crore rupees, with the capex plan in place, what is the outlook on your peak debt equity ratio?
Yeah, see, now this is something that we have to be very aware of. We can't let debt go spiraling high. Again, it will be counterproductive. So while we are doing capex projects, our endeavor will always be to see that whether we can get an equity player along with us. Because it's not only in warehousing or in office, we are also doing several hospitality assets. We are also doing several malls. Two of our malls are trading just now, which is the Prestige Falcon City in South Bangalore. And then the other one is just about to open next month. It is the Prestige Forum Thompson in Kochi. Now, these are products that are almost ready, but there are many more under production. And this definitely will require capital. Of course, our endeavor will be to see that the free cash flows from the DevCo business will go into this. But there will be a certain amount of debt that's required. But our endeavor always will be to see that we put in some 60% equity and bring in 40% debt. That way we balance ourselves and there'll be no stress on the balance sheet or on us.
Broadly, what kind of rental income we should expect in next 3 years from Prestige's balance sheet?
I didn't get that.
The rental income, Mr. Razack.
Rental income, see, we are in FY23. Our target is in 4 to 5 years from today, we should be having at least a target of 3,500, and we will achieve it because there are several products we are doing across the country. We've got Pune, we've got Hyderabad, we've got Bangalore, and now, of course, Mumbai in a large way. All these will be getting ready in the next 4 to 5 years. And with this, we should very, very surely cross 3,500 annually. That is only for office. And plus, we do have a segment of retail, and even that will contribute in a big way.
So when will you be $1 billion company in terms of PAT? That's what everybody wants to know.
We are working towards it.
Your smile tells me that there is a number you worked already on it. I mean, I'm talking to Irfan Razack, who knows his numbers very well. I don't know whether it is a yes or a no.
No, I don't want to sound too presumptuous at this moment. We are, of course, always ambition is there. We'll come to it. I think you've put a thought in my head now. And I think we'll all be working towards that. I just don't want to throw a number saying yes or no at this juncture. But we'll get there because the whole team is working hard.
This is not an original thought. I'm sure of it. You've thought through it already. You may not want to share with me, but this is not an original thought which I have seeded. That I know.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Mr. Razack. Appreciate your time and so glad you could join us.
Thanks so much. Lovely talking to you.